I think I got offered the role on the Thursday, and then we started shooting Monday, and it was like a 60-page script, so it was quite it's quite
pretty
intense.
intense. Yeah, 3 days to learn
Yeah,
that.
I know. It's like, okay, no life until we
Yeah.
start shooting.
Excellent. You said you got shot there as well. Is that something that you've
Yeah.
got used to being shot in a few things now?
Yeah, I have. I've been shot a few times. Actually, I think pretty much 80% of the shoots that I've done, I've been shot in, which is kind of worrying. But yeah, I've had a chance to perfect my performance. So basically, that was a really brutal one because I had to wear a squib, which is like this bag full of blood, and I wore it underneath my shirt, and then I had a coat on the top. And then he just said that because it's a one take thing, because it's so intricate to put in, you just need to make sure that you know when it's going to go off, and you know the impact of it. And I didn't quite realize just how much it would like tear through my clothes and go absolute explode out.
Oh, gosh.
So it was a bit of a shock, bit of a loud bang, but I think it all helped. It was quite helpful in terms of my reaction to getting shot. So it's good, but it was mad because the actual girl who got shot, when she was talking about it, she said that she didn't really realize until she looked at and saw the blood. And I think that's another thing that a lot of victims, when they get shot, they're in so much shock, their body seizes up that it takes them a while to process it. It's almost like they haven't felt it until they've looked at the wound, which is quite shocking, really. But yeah, and then I got shot in the French film. And then we practiced getting shot in Wonder Woman, even though we weren't going to be shot. So I definitely think I've mastered being shot.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it. It's a nice thing as well when you said people don't recognise. I know I'll give a shout out to a Vietnam veteran friend of mine, Riley Cox, because he was one, and I think it was the same. It was he was in a situation and the adrenaline was great. It was a nasty thing. I mean, they lost their friends and everything in this one battle. The story was that they came to him to get him on the helicopter at the end, but he was shooting with one hand. His other hand was all mangled and covered and destroyed. He was actually holding a gaping wound in his stomach, and he was still shooting. And he turned around. He was just like, "Get the others. They're worse than me." And because the adrenaline was going through him,
survival. He
didn't know that he'd been so severely injured. I think he had 25 or 30 surgeries in the following 2 years. But 12 months after he left, he had that. He went straight back and he was back out there again because he didn't want to leave his friends behind.
Really?
Yeah.
Goodness, that's incredible. That's really.
My son's middle name's named after him because he was just that's just.
Yeah, he's a hero. He's a true hero. God, that's so admirable. But I mean, it's shocking as well because if you think of the psychological impact on that happening to you, I mean, maybe that's really going to affect him. Maybe that affected him later down the line because something that you can't really process. I think your body is completely in utter shock. It just seizes up, and to really get your head around the whole thing and have, like you said, going through all that surgery.
Exactly.
That's really admirable to be able to, carry on and go back out there. I mean, what camaraderie that is. It's incredible.
Oh, it is, yeah. And like the person you portrayed as well, to be shot in the head as well, and obviously to get that saved. Again, the mental scars that go with that for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
As well. You've got to be some sort of real brave sort of character and soul to be able to carry on like that.
Definitely, yeah. I think it's one of those fight or flights scenarios, and I think this girl really has just kind of embraced the fact that she's living and that she's alive, and she uses that as a sign, and she says that enjoy it, make the most of life, and she is utterly making the most of it. She's enjoying life, and she's gone back to study, and it good on her, because I think it just shows that no matter what happens to you, you can push through it and find positives in everything. And she has got some scarring, but really you wouldn't notice looking at her at all that she's gone through all of that, and it's what we carry, like what people carry underneath the surface.
Exactly.
It's quite admirable.
Oh God, yeah, definitely. But actually, sadly, brings me to the end of all my questions, except for one, and that's if there's anything you'd like to tell people who are listening, any of your fans, or this is the one that's going to throw you.
I just want to say thank you really to all my fans, and if anybody wants to follow me, they're more than welcome to. I'm on Twitter, Andrea Vasiliou, and basically just keep following your dreams, work hard. Yeah, that's it really.
Oh, thanks, Andrea. That was absolutely fantastic. An absolute pleasure talking to you. Really appreciate you taking the time out, and hope everyone enjoyed listening. This has been Chris Gordon on Hellblazer Biz. Goodbye.